Well, hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ben, and today we are going to learn more on Ionic. Today we're going to just look about working with REST APIs, and today we're not going to go so deep as well. We're just going to work with the common APIs that are available, and I have selected JSON placeholder, which is going to be what we're going to use today for mocking up our APIs. And I have good news today. So today we have our Ionic app already on Play Store. You can go download this app, is for free. Go through it, go through every topic. I've arranged everything in very nice order so that you guys can understand. I've left a lot of code samples, a lot of explanations so that you can get started very fast and finish this app. This tutorial. So next, when we meet in our next tutorials, in our future tutorials, we'll be learning something that you already know, and I won't have to be repeating and everything, all that, because, well, I have gone extra mile to do all these things. So without wasting much of your time today, we'll open our app and our code. So yesterday we learned about forms and all that, and we are done with that. So I'll delete everything that we learned about forms yesterday. Yeah, let me just delete everything so I can start afresh with you guys. I'll delete from here. I don't want errors. Perfect. And so today we are just dealing with HTTP. Yeah, and today is just get and post, which is just, you can do the same on post and put and everything. So yeah. Now, to start with, we need to import this module. So we'll go to our module.ts page. I'll open it. Then up here, we'll import our Angular HTTP module. So this is a specific package that helps us to make HTTP calls to external websites and probably APIs. Probably once you make your app, you'll need it to communicate with maybe Facebook, maybe your own backend, your API, and stuff like that. So this is the module that is going to help you. I'm not saying this is the only one. You can use any other that you want, but this is one of the best that I know, and I usually use it a lot of the time when I'm working with Ionic Angular applications. So we have, it's called HTTP. Come on, yeah, HTTP client module, and is found in our Angular. So inside Angular common HTTP, like that. And then we need also to add it here. So you have browser module, where you have the modules here. So after forms module, which is what we're working on yesterday, so today we're also adding HTTP client module, yeah, like that. Perfect. And now everything is okay, nothing is shadowed. Now you can close this one. We need again now to add it on our page. We need to inject it onto this class. So we'll import what we call import. Now this time we're using the client, yeah. So HTTP client from, again, Angular common HTTP, right? Like that. Now we need to inject it here. So injecting is like inheritance in JavaScript. So you won't use another class inside this one. So and believe me that HTTP client has so many methods, and we need to use it here. So let's inject it. So private HTTP, this is the name that we'll be using throughout the application. And then now we want it to replace that one that we have there. Perfect. Now we already have this HTTP and we can use it inside this method. Now we have already injected it. Actually, let me remove this because we are no longer using that one, and also this one because this was for yesterday. So today, perfect. So today we want to probably have a list of to-do lists. So I can see that on our JSON placeholder we have to-dos. So if I go to the resources here, I can see that I have to-do lists. Let's just see how it looks like. And we have user ID, the ID of the to-do list, and the title, and whether it's completed or not. And this is somehow going to be nice because it's something I want us to check with you, because I've really I'm really interested in knowing something here. So let's just use tutus at the beginning. So to do that, let's create our list. I'll create an ion card. So ion card. Inside this, I want an ion item. I don't want this item, correct. Here we need an ion icon. And this icon should have a name. I don't know what name we should use. I don't know which icon we should use here. So let me just assume it's a check mark. Let me just say check mark outline. I don't know whether there's something like that. So let me just go and see. Perfect, it's there. So nice. So what if we remove the outline? What do we get? And then we need a slot basically, which should be at the beginning. Then here we'll need to have our ion. We have ion item, so probably we need an ion label. Sorry, ion label, and you will have test item 1. So let's see how it look like. Perfect, that's amazing. An ion item, it's a lines is none. Perfect, like that, so you can have something good. And now here I'll just have my like h4 there and say my Todoist. Let me just call it Todoist, not list. Then you can have class ion text center like that. So it can be at the center. Awesome. Now we need to have so many of these things. So you can have so many of these down here, so we can make sense of it. Let's see. This is amazing. Probably if I remove these lines, let me see how it will look like. Probably not good, so let's just have it. And now it is now the time for us now to make the call, and we bring these to-do lists items to our Ionic UI now. So I'll go back here, not there, I'll go back here. Oh yeah, and this is the ebook that I'm talking about. It's 43 pages long. It has code samples, it has good explanations, it has objectives on each chapter. Go and get it. It's just $5 on Gumroad. I'll leave also the link in the description. So yeah, so I'll just delete this. I'll teach you something that we need to do now. Here we can do on init, or we can create a new method. Let me just create a new method and then call it on our constructor. So I'll say get to do items, and here we need to have this. Remember, we have our injected HTTP module, and this time is get, and what we want to do is to get the link for this one. So I'll just copy it and go here and need it there. What this will do, so it will turn an observable, so we need to probably subscribe to the observable, and then here we have success, that is if there's any response back, and then we also have what we call error. That is if our HTTP was either rejected because of calls or didn't go ahead at all because of maybe network error or something. So here we just console log, and you can see the error. And then here let's just also console log our success like that. Yeah, So we can't see anything right now because we don't have anything that calls that method. So for us to do that, we need to come here and let's call this dot get to do items like that, and there is nothing else that we're supposed to do. So we wait for it to reload and we look here. We're supposed to get at least 200 items. So let's wait and see, and there you go. So as you can see, we've been able to load 200 to-do list items. Now the next step is for us to display this title and the status, whether it's completed or not, and we'll change this icon based on whether this is true or not. So if I go to my to-do list, I can see that this is an array, it's an object by itself from here, and then this object or JavaScript array has, or JSON array has several items in it with indexes. So what I'll do here, I'll define one object, so I'll call this to-do items, which is going to be of any type and must be of array type. And then here we are going to maybe say if success dot length, we need to check if it's greater than 0. Success dot length does not exist on, or I should say it contains something. I'll just say if success, yeah. Then we'll say to do, which will be this dot to do items is success, which is pretty good. And now if we come here and just do to do items, I'm expecting to have the same outcome. So we wait and then we have it. There you go. Let's just wait a little. Again, we have it. So everything is working as expected. So now we'll go back here, and now we need to access this from this page, and we want to look and have so many items here that have the to-do list, to show the to-do list, right? So what I'll do here, probably here, I'll say ng4. I'll use a directory that I have for Ionic, which is ng4, which is again the same on Angular and stuff. Then we want to say let to do item of to do item. Actually, it's supposed to be items. Yeah, items like that. We shouldn't be having any errors. So we need to check. Unfortunately, it has already started loading all of them, although it is not showing the item. So what we're basically saying is, for each item inside this, so we have so many, yeah? And then I will need to change this one, and here we'll do like this. So we need to use the double curly braces to access to do item dot title, something like that. So let me confirm that it is indeed title. Perfect. Yeah, so we need to access this, and as you can see, we have our to do items showing there. No, we need now to conditionally access or change the class here. So we need to do, if it has already been done, we change the class. So I'll come here and I'll introduce another directive yet. So ng class. This one now will make this class be available if a certain condition is met. And so there is something called ion activated, something like that. So let me just do this first. Ng class, and it won't do anything as of now because we have placed it in the wrong place, and we need to highlight all those tasks that has already been completed. So what I'll do is I'll cut this from here, and I'm going to just highlight the whole list here, and it's going to be on condition that this to do item is completed. So I'll come here and do ng class. So this is conditional, so we can write an if inside, and what will happen if that is not true. So we have if that one dot completed to do item dot completed is true, then if it is true, what do we need to do? We need to show this, and if it's not, we can just leave that class empty like that. So what will happen is now we'll have our to-do list, and the items that have already been completed, they're like that, you see. So anything that is of this color is already completed because it's true. Perfect. Now something else that we've also noted is that we have the text here does not complete well, so we need to add a class on the ion label text wrap. So let's see. Amazing. And now we can be able to see the whole of the text. If we want to separate these cards into separate maybe items separately, we just need to like remove these ones from here, and we'll have our own, each item will have will be its own card like that. So it's just upon you what you want and what works for you. You can also change the icon, and probably you can have an icon, any other icon, maybe an icon like this, which is alarm outline. Just to spice up things a little. And you can see things like that. Now we've done HTTP post get, and we're able to display this data in this form.